Hey all you action figure enthusiasts out there, JC here with another TNINews video. And a happy Thursday to everybody out there. We've got a lot to cover as always today, including news of the Haslab Marvel Legends Sentinel shipping soon, a new Todd McFarlane art-inspired DC Multiverse Batman figure, Power Ranger rumors, and more. So let's jump right into it. Okay, so let's start off with Marvel news. And just this morning, TNINews revealed 3 new figures that they are doing based on the upcoming Spider-Man No Way Home movie. And all 3 figures are of Spider-Man himself. So essentially, we're seeing the same type of figures that we saw Hasbro is doing for the movie to start off. And that is Spider-Man in what is called the integrated suit, which is a modified version of the Iron Spider suit, it seems like. Then there's the upgrade suit, which he got in the last movie, his regular suit. And then that black and gold suit, which is got some type of magic capabilities. I still think my theory for that one is it's something he creates to use to be in order to travel through the multiverse. But with these 3 figures, 2 of the figures, the integrated suit and the upgrade suit, are going to be out at the end of this year in December. And then the black and gold figure is going to be out in January of next year. You're going to get things like multiple web shooting effect pieces, multiple hands, multiple eye pieces for the mask. The black and gold figure is going to come with a new unmasked Tom Hardy head sculpt, which will fit on the other figures if you want to use it. And pretty much the same type of stuff that we see with all their Spider-Man figures. Other than with that black and gold one, you also get some magic shooting type effect pieces as well. So again, not really sure what's the story behind that one. Now, as I'm filming this, these figures have not yet gone up for pre-order at places like our sponsor Big Bad Toy Store, but they likely will very soon. Okay, now for Marvel Legends, the only thing I really have for you is just a quick update on the Haslab Sentinel. So yesterday, folks who have the FedEx app on their phones and are signed up with FedEx started to notice that it looked like the Haslab Sentinel was going to be shipping out to them very soon. I checked with mine and it indicated that I was going to have my Sentinel by next week, Thursday, the 9th or 8th or 9th. It was next Thursday. But it actually has not shipped out. If you look closely, at least with mine, it hadn't actually shipped out yet. It was actually indicating it would ship out today. Now, later yesterday morning, I guess when Hasbro started to see folks were getting these notifications, they sent out an email to everybody saying that they are getting ready to start shipping these out. But if you don't see movement right away, don't worry. They will send out an actual tracking number to you when yours has actually shipped out. And so to me, what that means is Hasbro essentially had the tracking numbers generated with FedEx. So at that point, they went into FedEx's system, but that they haven't actually, FedEx hasn't actually picked them up and started to ship them out to folks. So I'm keeping an eye on mine. Again, according to the app, it was supposed to go out today. So I'll see if it does or not, but I'm guessing it probably is not going to go out today. And therefore, I'm probably not going to get it as soon as next Thursday. The good news here, though, is that it does look like Hasbro is, quickly moving forward with getting these out. And so while they might not come quite as soon as the app is suggesting, hopefully we will get them sooner than maybe Hasbro had suggested a couple weeks ago when they said that they were going to start sending these out at the end of this month, which meant that most of us probably wouldn't actually get them until sometime in October or maybe even November. So I'm hoping, again, I'm probably not counting on getting it as soon as next Thursday, but I am hoping that perhaps I will have it within the next couple of weeks. And if you want it, if you want to track it yourself, again, just go get the app for FedEx, from the App Store, whatever App Store you use, and then download it and then sign up for an account. It's free. You just give them your name and stuff. And then once you do that, it will track any FedEx package that is coming to your address, which in this case would be the one from Hasbro. Oh, and then one other just real quick thing. We are coming up on the first Monday of the month, which generally means we would get a Marvel Legend reveal As far as I can tell, that's not going to be happening this Monday. We did have the Eternals wave that went up for pre-order, officially went up for pre-order yesterday at places like our sponsor Big Bad Toy Store. Now, just the regular figures, the 2 store exclusives, the Athena and the Ajax figure, which are exclusive to Walmart and Target. As far as I can tell, those have not yet gone up on those websites, and I don't know when they will. But the regular figures went up for pre-order yesterday on the 1st, and then I don't expect anything to be revealed or go up on this coming Monday. I've been doing some checking. It looks like this month we may see some retro figures. I'm not entirely sure if they're Spider-Man or something else, but some type of retro figure, single release retro figures, not like part of a wave or anything, essentially fan channel exclusives that will go up later in the month. A couple of them that will go up this month in September. I think this month is going to be a little bit on the quiet side for Marvel Legends as they get warmed up for the PulseCon next month in October. Now, switching gears to Star Wars. So first of all, I just wanted to let you know that for those of you who are hoping to get that Rogue One Vintage Collection X-Wing fighter with the Antok Merrick figure, that has been listed on Target's website, and I will put a link to that in the video description below. The set cost a little bit over $100. Now, it has not actually gone up for purchase yet. It is just a placeholder page, but I do expect it will soon. It looks like it's going to start hitting, that set is going to start hitting actual Target stores in the pretty near future. This is a Target exclusive, so if you want to get that one, Target is the place to go. And again, there is a place for it on the website now, and I do expect it to become available pretty soon. Hasbro has also announced that next Wednesday, the 8th, they are going to be having a live stream for Star Wars. It is going to be starting at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. I don't know exactly what the main focus is going to be. I believe they're going to be showing off a new wave of vintage collection figures, maybe some more store exclusives. I don't think they're going to officially announce the Rancor. I believe, again, that's probably going to come towards the end of the month or early next month. They might talk about it since they've already technically announced it, but I don't, this isn't like where the focus is going to be on the Haslab project. It's going to be on some things, I think, like a vintage collection wave and maybe some store exclusives. And then finally for Star Wars, I have a new rumor report to share with you, and I don't actually expect them to be showing this next week during the live stream, though I guess they might at least confirm it, but I don't expect it to go up for pre-order or anything next week. But for you Rogue One fans coming to the Black Series, it looks like we're going to be getting a deluxe Saw Gerrera figure based on the Forrest Whitaker character, who's actually appeared, obviously first appeared in Rogue One, also has been in the Rebels animated series and in the Bad Batch. But this one specifically will be based on his appearance in the Rogue One movie. It is a deluxe figure, so it's going to cost about $30. It should be out later next year. I don't have an exact release on when that one's coming out, but it should be out sometime in 2022. And it should go nicely with that wave of Rogue One figures that they're doing, with the Bodhi figure, and then the others that they are re-releasing with the photoreal technology, and then the 2 Target exclusives that they're also doing, the Antok Merrick and the Galen Erso figures. So unlike those 2, this one will be a general release. And again, it should be out sometime next year. Of course, until Hasbro officially confirms the figure, I always, suggest that you treat this as a rumor. But, like I said, they might confirm it next week during the live stream. We'll just have to wait and see. And then switching gears to Power Rangers. So speaking of rumor reports, this is another one I have for you. This is for the Lightning Collection. And next year, it looks like we are going to be seeing, for the Lightning Collection, a Dragonzord figure. I don't have much in the way of any specific details on the figure other than it will have a price point of around 100 plus. It will cost a little bit over $100, and it should be out sometime in August of next year. It should be a general release. So even though, I can't say exactly how tall it's going to be based on the price, I'm expecting it to have a decent size to it. But again, this is a rumor. We'll treat it as such until Hasbro officially confirms it. Now, thanks to Target today, we did get a reveal of 2 new 2-packs. Now, these are both listed on the Target website, and with that, we got the official images. They are not yet available for actual purchase, though, and they're actually, both listings are still using code names at this time. So I don't know exactly when these are going to be made available. I'm not even sure if these are Target exclusives. It doesn't say anything about them being exclusive on the website, but they may be, I don't know. And when like information like when they actually become available, gets out there, we'll update the story on TNI. I will put links to both of them on the Target website down in the video description below. So if you want to bookmark it and keep an eye on it yourself, you can. So the 2 packs that are listed on there, one includes the Space Blue Ranger as well as the Space Psycho Silver figure. And then the second one is a Mighty Morphin Yellow Ranger along with Scorpina. And with like the Rangers, you get unmasked head sculpts, Scorpina, another bad guy to add to your rogue gallery of Power Rangers. So again, when these actually become available for purchase, or when we get more details, if these are Target exclusives or what have you, we'll be sure to update this story on TNI, and I'll probably update you here in a future news video as well. For you Dragon Ball fans, Tamasi Nations released new images today of a new SH Figuarts Freeza 4th form. So I believe they've done this character before. I don't know if it was the 4th form, but with this figure, you're going to get 3 different head sculpts. You're going to get a Dragon Ball, multiple pairs of hands. The figure is slated for release next February, but I don't know exactly when it's going to be made available for pre-order. Probably will be going up very soon, and if you're into Dragon Ball, this might be one that you want to check out. For you Masters of the Universe fans, I just wanted to share with you that new Masterverse figures have gone up for pre-order at places like Entertainment Earth and Big Bad Toy Store. These are all figures that we've seen listings for, but we have kind of a better idea of what waves they're going to be released in. So it is looking like that Wave 3 is going to include Fisto. These are all from the Revelation animated series on Netflix from Kevin Smith. So Fisto, Andrea, Tila's friend, Stinkor, and then Scareglow, a new Scareglow that will differ from the one that was offered this summer as a Comic-Con exclusive on the Mattel Creations website. I don't know exactly how it's going to differ. Probably won't glow in the dark, but there is a regular Scareglow coming in the line. And then for Wave 4, there are listings for Viking He-Man, which I'm assuming is maybe the character Vikor, which did appear in the Kevin Smith series. And then a Barbarian Skeletor, which I have no idea what that is. At first, I was thinking maybe that was just a code name for the Scareglow figure. But, we only saw essentially 2 versions of Skeletor in at least part 1, regular Skeletor, and then the Skelly God, both of which we've already gotten figures for. So I don't know what this Barbarian Skeletor could possibly be. I don't know if it's something from part 2, but so we'll have to wait and see. And again, we've seen these listings from other places before this, so the listings themselves are not terribly new, but it looks like those 2 figures are going to be released in Wave 4, along with 2 other figures that have not yet been named. So maybe characters that provide spoilers for the part 2, which we still don't even know when that's going to air on Netflix. Now, PowerCon is next weekend on September 11th. So Mattel will be there, and I'm sure it's going to be showing off new products. So hopefully we'll get some further details on these next weekend during the PowerCon event. And those Mattel panel and everything will actually be live streamed. So even though there is an actual physical PowerCon happening this year, most of the panels they're going to live stream as well, which is nice. So when any new information on Masterverse comes out for both the Masterverse figures or Origins, I'll be sure to pass that information on to you guys. This week, Mezco put up for pre-order their 112 Collective Crow figure. So they showed this figure off originally back in February during their Toy Fair virtual event, but it is now available for pre-order. I haven't checked if it's still available on the Mezco website, but you can go to places like our sponsor Big Bad Toy Store or Entertainment Earth and pre-order the figure there. It's going to cost you $100. And the figure is chocked with quite a few accessories. You're going to get 4 head sculpts, 5 pairs of hands, a trench coat, a mask, a knife, a lighter, a sword, a katana, a guitar, a weather vane, headstone, and then a cat figure, a little mini cat, and the crow-shaped fire display, which is actually pretty cool looking. And then of course, like all the Mezco figures have, you'll get the figure stand as well. So as I said, the figure is available for pre-order. It'll be out next year, and it's going to cost you about $100. I don't get a lot of Mezco 112 Collective figures, but this is one I actually ended up pre-ordering myself. Okay, and we'll finish things off with McFarlane Toys. So just real quick, we got our first look this week at the 7-inch versions of their Avatar, The Last Airbender figures. So we had seen the 5-inch product that they're doing, but they are also doing 2 7-inch figures based on the lead character Aang, which is coming with an air scooter or that clear ball, whatever that is. And then they're also doing Prince Zuko. So again, both of those, we're getting both 5-inch and 7-inch versions of those figures. And then there's also going to be a 12-inch version of Aang that will be sitting on that air chair, I guess is what they call it. So these figures went up for pre-order this week. They're available pretty much everywhere that sells McFarlane toy figures, including our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store. And then a couple of new reveals on the DC Multiverse front. So last night, Todd McFarlane put up a video announcing a new vehicle for the DC Multiverse line. This is their largest vehicle that they've done to date, according to Todd. And it is based on the Dark Knight's death metal storyline. And it is the Batmobeast. So essentially a Batman monster truck. This is actually something that appeared in the comics, believe it or not. And no word on price or when or how this is going to be made available, but it is coming to the DC Multiverse line. Now, it's unclear whether this thing actually holds any figures. I think it might. Todd, he had done a video, and in it he mentioned that it sounded like the blue portion just lifts off, and then I'm guessing there might be seats in there that you could sit at least 1, maybe 2 figures in there. However, it doesn't look like the windshields are actually translucent, so I'm not sure you could actually see inside once you put the blue portion back on top. So to me, it almost seems like it might be kind of pointless to put any figures in there. I don't know. Again, not a lot of details were made available. He just showed off essentially the vehicle and the packaging here. And indicated it was the largest vehicle that they had done to date. So when more details do become available on this, I'll be sure to pass it on to you guys. And then probably the coolest news of the day is that Todd McFarlane also just today did another video where he gave us our first look at that DC Multiverse Year 2 Batman figure. So I talked about this in the previous news video, how it looked like it was going to be going up for pre-order on Target's website this coming Friday, which is definitely the case. But Todd gave us our first look at the actual figure. It is essentially a Todd McFarlane art-inspired Batman. McFarlane was actually the one who did the artwork on the Batman Year 2 story back in the day. And so with this figure, you get a very Todd McFarlane-like large cape. This is based on some specific artwork from the storyline. Now, the thing is, though, that if you don't like that, with this big giant cape, obviously the figure is not terribly posable. So they are also including alternate arms, because I guess the arms with this cape, we haven't seen it that close yet, but the arms are probably sticking out to hold the cape. So you get alternate arms, and then they're also going to include a soft goods cape, if you want to have the actual figure to display. It loses that kind of McFarlane feel to it if you don't have the big giant cape on it. But you can have it both ways. You also get the grave display base as seen in the comic story, which is cool. Now, Todd didn't give any details on price on this. We'll get that information tomorrow. Again, this will be going up for pre-order tomorrow on Target's website. It's part of their Geek Out event. Every Friday, they're going to be revealing new stuff and putting it up for pre-order. And this Friday's is this Todd McFarlane-inspired Batman Year 2 figure. So, 8 a.m. Central Time is when it's supposed to go live. So I believe that puts it at 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time. Now, I think this one will probably sell out quickly, hopefully not to scalper bots, but just in general. I think a lot of people, including myself, have been waiting since, Todd announced he was doing DC figures to get some, McFarlane art-inspired figures. So, I definitely feel like this one is not going to last long tomorrow. But we'll have to wait and see. And again, we don't know what the price is, so it might have a hefty price. I don't know. But those details and official images on the figure will be available, I'm sure, when it goes up for pre-order. Okay, so that's it for today. I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything I talked about down in the comments section below. Like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You should also hit that bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. As always, guys, stay safe out there, and until next time, Catch you later.
Hey, thanks for watching today's video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification so alerted every time I upload a new video. And be sure to head over to the Toy News International and Marvelous News Message Boards communities. It's a great place to talk toys and win cool contests like $100 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store. And remember, action figures are great.